when all of a sudden the bullseye is painted squarely on your back.
Yeah, that's so true. And you think that Vipers are going to be the target for so many teams right now, including a team like Maroons, who have never won here. And just listen to what their coach said. They are fired up by the fact that they've never won here, and that's the biggest motivation that they have. And I'm sure that for Maroons, going back home with a W over Vipers in Chitende, something that is not really out of possibility, especially when you consider that there have been teams that have done it before this season. A team like Bull did it. You would say that a team like Bright Stars almost did it. So I'm sure that Maroons coming into this game really upbeat, and I'm hoping that they can actually spring a surprise.
Well, a return to familiar hunting grounds should bring some solace of confidence with a packed arena tonight. It is all set to be a real live wire that we should be involved in here. There'll be questions, of course, asked, but the first questions will be about the starting lineup, where Coach Richard Waswa makes 4 changes to his starting lineup. Katongole makes way here for Siraje Sentamu. Milton Karisa gives way to Brighton Ukani. Issa Mubiru is replaced by Richard Matovu as Paul Patrick Mboa steps off the pitch for the start of Abdul Karim Watambala.
Very interesting changes that have been made by Coach Richard Waswa. But I guess when you have the avalanche of talent that he has at his disposal at Vipers Sports Club, then you can chip and change, and you can look at the team and the players that he's brought in, and these are all quality players, the kind that you feel that he doesn't even have to flinch or even worry on whether they can get the job done. This is real quality, with Moses Raisa coming back, into Sentamu as well in the team. Watambala, no doubt, has got the experience, and Ukani as well. These are players that pose a very big threat, and for any coach, I'm sure, even when you make the changes, you can only sit back and relax, wait and watch.
Well, there'll be big questions asked about just how much firepower this team does have. They do have the potential, but the statistics have not backed them up. Not showing up anywhere among the top 8 scorers here, as the top scorers are evening out towards the 15-goal mark. The highest scorer in Vipers is not yet even halfway there.
Yeah, that's the biggest disappointment, I'm sure, that many of the people in the coaching hierarchy at Vipers will be thinking about in regarding how low they have fallen in terms of goal scorers.
Well, Mohamed Semfuma does not make many changes against the team that ran riot against Busoga. It's only the absence of Rukundo, who we commiserate with having lost a family member, that rules him out for this particular match. But in his place, returning from suspension, is Innocent Viyika in the only change made to the starting lineup.
Yeah, very interesting that the thing is that Mohamed Semfuma is one of those coaches that maintains the winning teams, but also he's one of those that has maintained his team by and large, unless there are injuries, and they have actually not let him down. Okau, a former player with Vipers, started his career out here at the St. Mary's Secondary School in Titende, is back here, and you think that it's going to be a string of emotions for him. And Orombi and Dihabo in that midfield are going to have their work cut out, no doubt about that. But we look at Isaac Kajubi filling in at that number 10 role. You think that he's going to be key in supporting and supplying this man, Fred Amaku.
Amaku, top scorer here with about 12 goals scored this particular season, and he's on a roll. But even more importantly, should be the man that is his hand and glove. Abraham Kakensa Tusubira, top assist maker with 10 assists to his name. The closest in that comparison only carries 6.
Yeah, Abraham Tusubira has really had a good season, and he will be very, very important for Maroons this evening. If he has his A game on, then you think that Maroons are definitely going to be in good stead.
7 p.m. and we are underway. The only game in the Start Times Uganda Premier League as of today. Maroons.
It's in a really inviting position, and I think that Vipers are planning to get that ball over the wall.
Waiswa gets it up, just cannot bring it down in time. It's a goal kick.
Yeah, like I told you, the idea was to get that ball over the wall, but you see, it's one thing getting it over the ball, but also giving it the right weight so that it dips in time. And that's exactly where Waiswa didn't get his calculation right. But Maroons have got to make sure that they avoid giving away free kicks in that area, because Vipers has got quite a number of players that can cause damage. But I like the attitude with which Maroons have started. It's quite contrasting from the attitude they had last time round when they were here, when they were whitewashed 5-0. Now you can see that they're a really serious team. They are determined to try and contest everything. So that just tells you that there's a change in personality from the players.
And their fast offensive forward forces Alfred De Kereza to make the save. He just goes ahead to do a little bit of play acting. it's all good to shore up the confidence and all good to get the crowd behind you. Be very worried not to play into the opponent's mind games.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, Mudekereza is such a, charismatic goalkeeper, I must say. He just enjoys pulling off a few tricks here and there.
Kakensa feeding it in here to the own running. Amaku tries to square it off to the opposite end. Nobody following through here. And Alfred Mudekereza will pick that up for the moment. Vipers slowly beginning to feel a bit of the charge from the prison wardens.
Yeah, but I'm a bit disappointed there with that move, that they did not capitalize to have numbers in that penalty area. That is Maroons.
Well, forced into a quick clearance, and that results into a corner. That was a decent attempt. Alfred choosing to play around here with the ball.
Yeah, I guess trying to show Isaac Mpaji that your attempt was quite harmless.
Anukani to deliver the corner. Whips it into the near post. That was a good ball for Alan Okello.
And I don't think that the Maroons players are least bit amused by that call by the referee.
Well, they'll have to keep their emotions in check for now, and their displeasure will be kept for the dressing room. Yet, and it's still 0-0 on both ends of the scoreline. A big plus it could be for Maroons Football Club.
The halftime without scoring, they ended up losing the game at home. That was against KCC. And somehow Maroons have the similar colors like KCC are wearing. Well, I'm just saying.
Kabona getting it here to Stagenda, trying to pick the ball up front, and another foul by Vipers Sports Club, and another free kick. It will be once again here for what's actually a corner. That's actually conceded by Vipers to Maroons.
Well, the interesting thing is that at the end of the first half, Maroons had 3 shots on target and none by Vipers. That is a very telling situation.
Through pass, good header from Jacob Okau. Once again, it seems to be a real miscommunication in this defense again. Sometimes they really look like they are at 6s and 7s, and communication breaks down consistently.
Well, I'm sure that for Jacob Okau, what an opportunity that has been for him, and how much he would have loved to get on the end of that ball on target. Because having been a former Vipers player, I'm sure having one over them would definitely feel so good.
Well, into the box area, looking to answer back in our formation. Well, it looks like it's time to throw on the big guns, and they are led here by the captain, the skipper, Milton Karisa, taking the place of Moses Waiswa. There will be no luck today for Abdul Karim Watambala, despite him being the workaholic. So the chief, Paul Patrick Mboa, will be deployed to attempt and put in a bigger shift here and hold up that midfield. And of course, there'll be one more substitution as the front needs freshening up, and Mohammed Ekbad Salem will also be deployed. Question is, who will be the final player that makes the exit? It looks like let's get that confirmation there. It will be Bright Anukani that has to make way.
Very interesting substitution there. I thought that he had a good first half. I thought that he played some very good passes in behind. But I guess the coach has also seen the game in a different kind of prism. So you can't begrudge him.
Karisa with his first touch! Talk about an impact sub! Seconds on the pitch! And the captain leads the way! Oh, these are the things they dream of! This is the stuff you pray for! This is the impact you hope to make! And for Milton Karisa, it is his means to deliver the day. Vipers 1, Maroons 0.
Just what an introduction that is by Milton Karisa. Before he can even settle into the game, his first touch has the ball in the back of the net. What an interesting to get out of their shells and try and force the issue. But seem to be making quite a number of mistakes and letting Vipers come at them with reckless abandon. You can see that he just dropped the ball again.
Karisa Okello losing it out here to Orombi. And Kajubi tries to carry it forward. This is good play to Kakensa. Abraham to Subida has a little bit of traffic around him and is easily dispossessed today. We haven't seen his creative prowess just as yet. Neither have we seen anything from the offensive thrust of Darius Ojok and Fred Amaku. They've been quite tame tonight and looking to strike from a little farther out, which is hardly their style. But now they chance to pick up the ball. This is Amaku setting it in, looking for support. Picked up well by Ojok. Darius makes the equalizer. Oh, now this is going to get real interesting. There'll be a huge hint of a deflection there, but will it matter to Maroons and all the others ambitious for the title? It's a strike back. The law of averages begins to even it out.
Well, I was about to tell you something, Jermaine, that Maroons need to show belief in their play and get back to trying to put Vipers on the back foot, and that's exactly what they did. Just look at that. Ojok gets the ball and he strikes it hard. Yes, he's helped by the deflection, but the thing is that he showed the confidence to try and strike as hard as he did there, and that's exactly what you feel that has been missing from this Maroon side from the time.
Was stretched off, and there's a yellow card here for Hannington Sebalunyo. Paul Turiamureba. Yeah, Jacob Bokao says, take one for the team. It's all good. I have one. Don't worry.
Well, I don't think that Sebalunyo can complain much. I think that the referee is within his right actually to do actually that, to book him if he deems him to be wasting time on purpose. I think one of the things about Paul Turiamureba, the referee, is that he's not the kind of referee that has shown to be card happy. He's taken his time. There wasn't any card even dished out in the first half. So he's trying to let the game flow.
Doesn't seem fazed at all by the occasion. It's just another game and a chance here! Oh my word! Santa Maria, how did he miss that? From that distance, from that place, a player like Fred Amaku. This is beyond belief. This is unthinkable. That should have sent Vipers reeling.
Well, I just can't understand how Fred Amaku decides to use the top of his boot to score from that kind of position. Just poke the ball just under the goalkeeper, and it's in the back of the net, and Maroons are 2-1 up. This is the kind of opportunity that Maroons are going to rule, and I'll tell you that in such incidents, you find that the big team like Vipers are going to capitalize and put paid to Maroons' chances of getting anything from this game.
We sense the anticipation in the pitch. But anticipation, it will be no more as Maroons Football Club walk into the St. Mary's Stadium